Welcome to the Strategy Mob Podcast. Tune in for everything you need to know to stay in the know regarding the automotive industry. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
Right now I'm working with a dealership that really had that feeling of doing a lot with a little, and they want to continue that from an operations perspective. So right now we're working on training and coaching the technicians to be the advisor.
Wow.
And I'm curious about this. Look, we're playing with it. You know, I'm not saying we're 100% right on this one, but, you know, so far what we've seen is we've actually seen higher hours per RO. All right. We're seeing a higher CSI than we have in the past. Maybe it's still a little early, so it could be there. But I'm curious to get your thoughts on this hybrid approach between service advisor and technician, actually bringing them into one.
I love it. I think that's a really, really smart idea. And rather than reading off a piece of paper or off a computer saying, hey, this is what the tech said is wrong with it, that they can say, hey, you know what? Your brakes are shot. This is there's no doubt about it.
Like with conviction. I was literally just out there. All right. I'm telling you right now,
my
the
hands
bloody
are
thing
dirty.
is shot.
Yeah. But as you start to get more involved with digital inspections and that kind of thing, where you have visuals to be able to show a customer and then have the technical knowledge to be able to explain it even in a bit more detail. I think
I love the fact, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I love the fact that you brought that up, because that's actually why the dealership headed this direction. So they were doing that video presentation. So It took, this wasn't a new thing. This didn't happen overnight. Like, they had been doing, working on their video presentations with their techs for the last year. So before all this happened. But Smart. Then, we have found that the techs were getting so used to and so comfortable doing this. It's like, can we just remove that phone and just put them in front of the customer and do the exact same thing? So, sorry, continue with yours, but that's actually how it started. So I just wanted to.
I love the approach, and I love the thinking behind it, because I think there's a lot of value there. My one worry with it would be if you get a tech that doesn't necessarily like to deal with customers, right? And I'm sure you can work around that, or if that person's not necessarily comfortable, maybe you have some different setup. But I think from a technician's perspective, it might give them an opportunity to make some more money too, right? And so as you're trying to
that's what we were looking at, right?
Yeah. So if you're trying to take care of your techs and you're trying to get them more money, I absolutely love that idea. I think it's really, really smart. I'm fascinated to hear where you go with it, because I think
look, the technology in cars have changed a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing techs don't have nearly as much grease under their fingernails and all over their, their clothes. It's because the tech of everything is just so much. It's just changed.
Thanks for tuning in to the Strategy Mob Podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to sign up to be a mobster at strategymob.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.